I'm just gonna kind of talk you through how I've been starting the new year. So I started the day, so Tyler was here for most of the day, and while we were just still in bed and kind of waking up, I went through and I deleted all of the games on my iPhone. All of them. There weren't that many, there were like 5. But I deleted them all because one of my New Year's resolutions, I guess, is to quit playing games on my iPhone. If the urge comes to play games on my iPhone again, I'm going to be very mindful of that and be like, what's going on that I feel like I need to download games again? What's that about? So I deleted those, and just while I was at it, I deleted any kind of extra applications on my phone that I just didn't need anymore. I realized I didn't really use in 2022 and I don't expect to use in 2023. And that just felt really nice. I feel like my iPhone screen is now just very neat and tidy. I like starting the year like that. And also, kind of interesting thing, I mentioned this in my ways I want to get my life together in 2023 video that actually just went up today, is that I'm going to time track for a week every quarter. And then I might do sort of like check-ins here and there, but I just want to see like, what am I actually spending my time on? And while I'm getting used to doing that again, I know that it's not going to be super accurate, but I'm doing my best. So right now, the time that I'm spending this moment is being tracked under content creation. A tracker, like A, the letter A, capital T tracker. But yeah, and since I used it last, because I actually just re-downloaded it yesterday, I hadn't used it in months. I was getting a little crazy with it. I was tracking to no end, like just tracking just to track. So now I'm gonna use it more as a helpful tool. But I feel like they've added features since I used it last. It's interesting. So I wouldn't recommend you doing this, especially if you're someone who can get kind of obsessive about tracking like I can. So if you're going to do it, know why you're doing it, and then use it like as a tool, as a resource, and not as a way to just like obsessively track for more things to track, because there's always something more to track, always. Okay, so then I have my keep it together checklist that I showed you in that video that I just posted today, the Getting My Life Together for 2023 video. I still have that same checklist that I used in 2022. I'm working on the updated version, but for now, the 2022 version is just fine. So I cleaned that off and just kind of filled in the dates for this week and wrote in January and all that stuff that you see there. So that is all fresh. And I put in a brand new pair of contacts, which was much needed. And I also counted out how many I have left, because that's another thing, is without health insurance or anything, I don't even think I had vision insurance with my health insurance. The contacts that I've had, I've needed to they're precious. So until I have vision insurance, I don't know what I'm gonna do. They're very expensive. Glasses prescriptions last longer than contacts prescriptions. That's why. So I made sure to buy as many contacts as I could when I got my prescription renewed a couple years ago. So, okay, so I replaced my contacts, I replaced my toothbrush, so brand new toothbrush. Should be replacing your toothbrush if you have a manual every 3 months. I can't speak for the electronic heads. I would imagine it's the same, but I could be wrong. But the manual toothbrush every 3 months, so I did that. And then Tyler and I went to the grocery store and got some groceries. Spent, as you saw, about $55 on groceries. And I spent 3+ hours meal prepping today. That is my new Sunday routine. Grocery store, meal prep up the wazoo. So Tyler and I were just talking so much that I didn't actually film a lot of the process of meal prepping. You saw that we made pizzas. We actually made pizzas last night. He made homemade pizza dough and it's really, really good. So we hadn't made pizzas in so long, so we kind of We messed up a little bit last night, but today they were perfect. So we just meal prepped some of that. I had half of mine today and that's saved for the rest of the day. But you can see in my fridge, it is full of containers. I am stocked full of food. I made lentil soup. I baked some more chicken. I roasted up not bell peppers, I did actually with the chicken, but that wasn't the main thing. I roasted Brussels sprouts, there's the word, Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes, and I made some more rice and I cooked it in bone broth, which I did that last week too, and it hits, like it does something. It makes it so much more satisfying and flavorful. It's so good, highly recommend. Oh, and then I roasted up some chickpeas as well. So I still had a little bit of baked chicken left over, so I put that on top of the chicken I made today. So I'm gonna use that up, and I still have some ground turkey that I had cooked up last week. And I still have turkey chili as well from last week. So I have plenty of food to get me through probably the next week and a half or so. It's just gonna be a matter of making sure I've got like some greens towards the end of the week, but yeah. So I did that, and then I dusted the fan, which I should be doing once a quarter. I don't think I did it in Q4, so it was especially dusty. So you saw my pillowcase trick, and then after I take it all out with the pillowcase and dump out the pillowcase, I take a damp microfiber cloth and I just get the rest of it. You can see there's still dust actually on the cloth once you wipe it all off. So it just looks so nice. I love that because my fan is always going, and I just think that dust is like slightly flying on me all night as I sleep. So it's nice and fresh and clean. And then tonight I will be sleeping on a empty mattress, essentially empty. It's just got my comforter on it and my naked pillowcases and my naked mattress because I have very few extra sheets. I don't have an extra fitted sheet, so, but tonight Tyler is washing my bedding, so I will just deal with one night of sleeping on a naked bed, and that's totally fine. He's gonna bring my bedding tomorrow. So I wanted to start the year off with some fresh bedding, so I'll get to enjoy that tomorrow night. And what else? And then you saw me update my line a day journal. So I've had the same line a day journal for 5 years, since 2018. Oh my gosh. And then I just got a new one and it's so beautiful and I'm so excited. It's funny, I don't know if you could see it in the clip, so I'll show you right now. Like from opening this old one for 5 years and just like to every page for 5 years, the spine is so messed up. It's so wobbly and broken. This is like 5 years of memories. It's fantastic. So I'm very excited to fill up my brand new one. On today's date, I wrote in all of so you've got the years there, like 20 is there. So I was filling in 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And so the very 50, like 2027, oh my gosh. 5 years from now, I will be filling in January 1st and looking back like, what did I do on January 1st, 2023? Oh, well, Tyler and I spent the day cooking. Like, oh my God. So really cool. And then, yeah, updating my budget. That's the next thing I did. So I'll talk about that right now. All right, so the next thing on my list is to update my budget spreadsheet. So on my phone, I'm gonna pull up my banking, and so I've decided to just show you my actual budget spreadsheet. These are the numbers, the real numbers. I'm not making anything up. I just wanna show you how I go through and budget at the end/beginning of every single month. This is the very bottom of my 2022 budget tab in my big spreadsheet where I keep my entire life together. And then I have a 2023 budget. So I basically duplicate the tab and then just go over And the only thing I make sure so that it carries forward, that this number, the actual amount that I have left to live off of, is it actually matches this cell at the bottom of what's left over at the end of the month. So that is actually not what I have, because I haven't put in all of my December spending yet. So I was actually expecting this $341 to change, because, oh, that's why. Okay, because this is for a Lyft ride. And I'm like, there's no way the Lyft was only $3.41, but it goes through my PayPal. And I think I had like $10 in my PayPal. Okay, so I'm gonna unhighlight that because that's the amount that it is. So then the next thing, I've gone down to my spending starting on December 16th. I don't put the dates in my actual spreadsheet. I just don't feel like I need to. The numbers are what really matter. So $9.78 was spent at Ralph's that day, which is why it's under the groceries column. And then on December 19th, I was charged for my internet. So that's not in there. So that was $75.50. So, which is what was planned. And then if all goes according to plan, that should turn into, there it goes. Okay. So it's now 0, because that's exactly what was planned. Some of my bills go up and down by a few dollars. Apparently my internet next month, or my bill next month, is like $10 more than this. I don't know what happened. I feel like it should just stay the same, but anyway. All right, so then groceries again on December 20th, I spent $41.63 at Ralph's. And then I also got gas for $43.68. So here I go from basically where I left off, and I move forward and I fill it in accordingly. I'll actually pop back on here real quick and say something. So this is where I put in my income. I didn't even think to go over this because I thought I hadn't really gotten any much more income in December. But I did get paid for one of the standardized patient gigs that I talked about in Vlogmas. So if you followed me there, just got paid a little bit there. But because it's not something that's regular, I don't put it in planned, but it goes in other. So the total of all the other income shows up here. But I don't ever plan for it. It's not part of my expected budget. Okay, so at the end of December, in my checking account, I had $7,991. And to reiterate, these are student loans. This is not real money. I mean, it's, okay, why is this blurry? It's real money, like I'm able to spend it, but I did not earn this money. This is money I have to pay back, and I only have this amount to live off of for whenever I'm able to get a job. So it's terrifying. This is not a lot. It's not as much as it sounds. Okay, so then, yes, $7,991.73. $7,991.73. So that is correct. I'm not gonna hide this 2022 tab just yet because my health insurance bill is gonna come out. Usually it's weird. It is December's bill, but they charge it so late in the month that it ends up like not showing up until the early in the next month, especially if like the end of the month falls on a weekend. So I'm gonna leave that there for now, but go to 2023. So today's the first day of 2023. My rent has come out, so that takes a big chunk of what I have left. And then I went to the grocery store today. So this should match up with what it says I have in my account right now, $6,811.37. So I do it to the penny. As you see, I did get a dividend from my bank of 7 cents. So hey, it's 7 cents, so I count it and I put it in my income as part of my other income, and there you have it. So The next thing I do, I just kind of scan and see like, what did I overspend on or underspend on? So I didn't spend as much on gas, but that amount I basically spent on groceries, which is interesting. And then I definitely shopped more in December than I was expecting to. I mean, it's around Christmas time. I was not expecting to be renewing my student double AMFT membership this month. I just like wasn't even thinking about it. So I hadn't accounted for that, but that makes sense as to why that's about that much more. So shopped a little bit more than I should have. And then I was just a little bit off with the fuel and grocery budget. So knowing that in December, when I was cooking so much more at home, doing so much more meal prep, holy crap, I spent $335 on groceries in 1 month. For one and a half, I guess maybe 2 people, because Tyler eats the food when he's here also, but that compared to 162 in November, that makes no sense to me. I started eating meat again, so maybe that explains some of it. Okay, yeah, so knowing that, so fuel is, I put $70 for January. So, and I actually spent $92 in December. I feel like it's probably gonna actually be about that much because of rehearsals and driving to La Jolla for the standardized patient stuff. Groceries, I will bring that up to 300, I guess, and just keep an eye on that and not exceed that. I should not exceed that. That's actually ridiculous. Let's see. And I had canceled my health insurance because I flat out cannot afford it anymore, as you can see. But everything else, I think my internet, I saw that it was gonna go up to like 85. I can't remember what it is though. So I just sort of edit as I go. The idea is that after January, I have about $5,000 left over and so I put it here, I just sort of guesstimated that I'd have about $4,800 to start the month of February. And as you can see here in my income section for this new year, I have like, this is what I expect to start the month with. That's that amount. And then future job, which right now is just blank because I don't have a job. And then I kept my other section here. So there you have it. That is how I do my budget well, I do this every month, but this is sort of, it's different because it is the new year. So new year, new tab. And eventually once December is totally finalized, that's when I will go ahead and just hide that tab away. Okay, so it's currently 7:15. I've done a lot today to prepare for the new year. The only 2 things left on my checklist that I wanted to get done today was sending out my gift questionnaire, which is I made it a Google form actually, and it is essentially a gift preferences questionnaire. My friends and my family fill out questions like, well, they tell me when their birthday is, and then they tell me other things they might celebrate. And then they answer questions like, what do you do or want to do in your free time? What do you collect, if anything? How do you like to relax? What consumables do you use on a regular basis? Etc. And like their favorites. And I give a bunch of examples of like favorite flowers, favorite snacks, favorite drinks, blah, blah, blah. So my plan is to send this, and I have a list of people to send it to. Send this to friends and family, including some of Tyler's family. And it's just gonna help when their birthdays come up to like know what to get for them. Whether it's a physical object or like should we get them an experience or like a gift card to something or like something to do. Things like that. So I just think this is really gonna streamline my gift giving procedure. So I had talked a little bit about that in my getting my life together for 2023 video. And then the last thing that I wanted to get done today is finish a book. So I can actually do that while I just, putting my laundry away is not part of today's video, but I'm just gonna finish this book while I put my laundry away and just call it a day. What am I finishing up right now? Just so you know, if you're curious. I am gonna finish up the book, A Far Wilder Magic by Allison Saft. I have 46 minutes left, which I held on. This is a long book. It's like almost 15 hours. I saved up this last bit because I wanted it to count for 2023. Because I already passed my 2022 goal. So you know, it was either gonna be like an extra book in 2022 or start 2023. So you know what? I'm not sorry. But 46 minutes, and I listened to it on 1.25 speed, so it's probably actually gonna be 30 minutes or less. So that is what I'm going to do now, just to get this year started off. I'm tackling my goals, I'm doing it, I'm doing the things. It's all good here. We're doing it. It's the new year. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, I didn't even say that. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's kind of a different format than usual, but it's, you know, we're just casual over here. We're just doing our thing. Let me know what you did today. Not today as you're watching this, unless you want to tell me what you did today as you're watching it. What did you do on New Year's Day? Is there anything exciting you're looking forward to in 2023? Anything you're kind of dreading and nervous about? Let's talk. Let's talk about what 2023 has to offer all of us. I know I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I'm just in this place right now of, like, I'm sort of stuck because I'm waiting on other people to do what they need to do before I can get things moving forward in my career, in my life, and all this stuff. So I'm in this very weird space, so it feels amazing to tackle things I can control. So that's this video. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Okay, thank you again for watching. I am looking forward to making more content for you all, like this, productivity, just life, cleaning, all that good stuff. Getting your life together types of videos. I'm all about it. So if you want more of that, give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.